Please be seated. It is my pleasure to welcome you to East Tennessee State University for our commencement ceremony. We are gathered this morning to celebrate both an ending and a beginning, the culmination of years of work by the students who sit before us, and the promise for a better future because of their achievements. This ceremony also celebrates the efforts of family members and friends, as well as university faculty and staff who have been a part of the lives of the students before us. I welcome all of you for this important occasion as we confer these degrees that are symbolic of academic and personal achievement. It is now my pleasure to present the President of East Tennessee State University, Dr. Brian Nolan, who will introduce our commencement speaker. Dr. Nolan.
Thank you, Dr. Bach, and good morning. Yesterday, our nation suffered an immeasurable tragedy, a tragedy beyond description, a tragedy that touches each of us. At this moment, I would ask that you join me in a moment of silence for those individuals who perished yesterday in Newton, Connecticut. Graduates, today is a day of celebration. Today is a day when you look to the future. Today is a day when you take time to reflect upon the investments that you have made to bring you to this point of realizing a lifelong dream. It is my pleasure to introduce to the stage Mr. Jim Rogers, Chairman and CEO of the Eastman Chemical Company, one of our region's oldest and most respected companies. Some of you may already work at Eastman. Others may have submitted your applications. Undoubtedly, you have someone, be it a family or a friend, who has worked at Eastman. It is one of our region's greatest assets. Like East Tennessee State University, it is an economic engine that powers East Tennessee, the nation, and the world. Today, graduates, you have the opportunity here to hear from an individual who not only leads that industry, but is a leader of our region. Jim Rogers is chairman of the board. He's a native of Bethesda, Maryland. In 1973, he graduated with high distinction from the University of Virginia with a BA in psychology. While at UVA, he was inducted into Phi Beta Kappa. 10 years later, he earned his MBA from the University of Pennsylvania's prestigious Wharton School. Jim joined Eastman in August of 1999 as Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. He was named Executive Vice President of Eastman Chemical Company and the President of the Eastman Division in November of 2003, and served as President and Head of the Chemicals and Fiber Business Group until he was appointed President and CEO in May of 2009. He was appointed to his current position in January of 2011. Among his many community service projects and accomplishments, he's active in the Sequoia Council of Boy Scouts of America and the United Way chapter of Greater Kingsport. It is my honor and my privilege to introduce Jim Rogers, Chairman of the Board and Chief Executive Officer of Eastman Chemical Company.
Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Nolan. I guess it's to be expected, the older you get, the longer the introduction gets. It's getting to the point that the introduction's about the same length as my speech. Just teasing, don't get your hopes up. Actually, it's an honor to be here at such a fine institution and with all the distinguished ladies and gentlemen on the stage here and with all those really important people out there in front of me. You know who I'm talking about. The mothers and fathers who help pay for your education. Seriously, we know whose day it is, graduates. It's your day. It's a day to be proud of, a day to enjoy, celebrate, have fun with your friends and those who helped you get here. It's a day you'll remember the rest of your life. I remember mine like it was yesterday. Okay, who's kidding who? It was 40 years ago, and I hardly remember anything about it, but I do remember it was a warm day. It was outside. I remember that I sat with people I had no idea who they were except their last name was Rogers, because we were in alphabetical order, so I had Rogers to the left of me, Rogers to the right of me, and I remember thinking, how could I go 4 years in school and never know any of these people have the same name as me? And the one thing I don't remember who gave the commencement address, and I sure don't remember what he said. And I bet there's people smiling behind me right now, and so we're going to do a little participation here. I want to show of hands, everyone on the stage, how many people honestly remember who spoke and what they talked about? Raise your hand. Okay, in a way that makes me feel better, but in a way that doesn't feel so good, knowing that you're probably not going to remember me either. I do remember I asked my father, I said, Dad, what'd you think of the speech? And he said, I liked it, which wasn't what I was expecting. I said, you did? I said, what'd you like about it? He said it was shorter than a sermon. My dad was a wise man, and I tend to follow his advice. Look, I don't have a lot of those clever little sayings for you that is going to show up in a paper somewhere. I have one main message, and that is to be open to what comes your way. I know you think you have a plan. One promise I make to you, life's not going to go according to plan. And by the way, that's okay. Now here's another little tidbit, another little shocker. Don't worry if you never use your degree professionally. And right now your parents are going, what? What did we pay for? Seriously, I know people who went to law school and they're not lawyers. I know people who went to medical school and they're not doctors. And I know a psychology major who's not a psychiatrist. It'll work out. But let me tell you this, you did get your money's worth. The experiences, the relationships that you've made over these past few years, they have prepared you for life and all the twists and turns that are coming, and I tell you there are some coming, and I wanted to share just a few of the personal ones so you know that it's all going to work out okay in the end. When I was 18, I joined the Navy. Vietnam War was going on. I needed to pay for college, so I was in Navy ROTC. I knew I was going to go to Vietnam. I had a plan that I was going to be there. The war ended 2 years into school. I didn't have to go. First change. That was a good change. I thought I would get out of school, go into the Navy, be on a destroyer, but somewhere between my second and third year, they hooked me on flying, so I ended up going to flight school and flew for the Navy for 7 years, and that was a good change. Not what I expected. Loved the flying, thought I'd done my time in the military, got out, wanted to go work for the airlines. Seemed like a great job, doesn't it? I mean, they were working about 12 days a month and making big bucks. Good job. I sent out over 100 resumes. They weren't hiring. I was unemployed for a year. That was not part of my plan. When I was unemployed, I read a book about how people had made a great living buying up old houses and fixing up old houses and then selling them. I said, I can do that too. I bought an old house in Meridian, Mississippi for $26,000, put a new roof on it, redid the floors, plumbing, electrical, just about everything you can imagine, paint. 4 years later, sold it for $26,500. I'm shocked that you think that's funny. It still hurts. Unemployment checks run out. A lot of people don't know that about me, but yeah, I got my unemployment check every week. When they run out, it's a life-changing experience again. What do I really want to do with my life? Went back to grad school, got an MBA, wanted to work on Wall Street. I did. Went to work for a big bank called J.P. Morgan, did that for 5 years. I got what I wanted. 5 years later, I realized I didn't want what I'd gotten. loved the work, but the culture just didn't necessarily fit with who I was. Got a chance to leave, go to a couple other companies, and then heard about this opportunity at Eastman Chemical in East Tennessee. Now, my wife Laura had always been around the New York area. I had in professional years, but when she married me, she said she'd follow me anywhere, and little did she know I was going to bring her to Kingsport, Tennessee. And guess what? That one's worked out just fine. We love it here. We think we found a home here. The moral to this story is that I'm a psychology major, turned into a Navy pilot, turned into a finance guy, turned into a chemical company CEO, and that was definitely not my plan when I was sitting where many of you are 40 years ago. But you know what? It worked out okay. If I had aspired to be a chemical CEO, I honestly believe I would not be here in that role today. I would have made different decisions. I might not have joined the Navy even, wouldn't have been unemployed, perhaps, and I wouldn't have had the hunger that comes, the hunger to perform, the hunger to be productive that comes from having been unemployed for a year. I think all of that helped make me who I am today. So there's going to be some curveballs coming. I'm living proof of that. In fact, some of you out there may know that already, right? You may already be on plan B or C or D in your life, and that's okay. I'm saying I encourage you to just keep moving forward and learn from your experiences. I guess the final note on that is a lot of times people look at me and they think, the success is the final destination. It's the job he has today. It's being a CEO. I can tell you that's not true. My final destination really isn't all that much better or worse than everyone else's final destination. What makes us different, and I really believe this, what makes us unique is the journey getting there. And that's the part that I loved and that I enjoyed, and I sure hope you do too. In closing, I just want to point out that a lot of people helped you get where you are. I would suggest you keep those relationships close to you, keep a place in your life for the people that matter to you. And I wanted to pick out 3 particular relationships if I could. First, parents. I like to think parents are probably the only ones that you can count on to always get unconditional love. And all the parents in the stadium here know what I'm talking about. It will always be unconditional. Spouse or significant other, and I got to be careful because mine's sitting right down there. But the spouse is the one who is going to give you those peaks, the highs, and every once in a while, some of the most lows. They are the ones that are going to be able to touch you the deepest. And it's going to be a very special relationship that's going to motivate you through your life. And the one you might not think about as much is siblings, brothers and sisters. And when I think about that, and I have 2 sisters, these are the ones who are going to know you for a longer percentage of your life than anyone else does. So they were going to be there, have been there around the time you were born, and hopefully they're going to be there towards the end. And so they know you better than anyone else. They've shared your experiences for decades, and especially important, they've got the dirt on you, so be good to them. In closing, I'll just say that I've been blessed to work with fantastic, wonderful people in my life, in my career, especially at Eastman, and I wish the same blessing for you in your careers. Thank you.
Graduates, good morning again. It is my pleasure to welcome you, to welcome your family, to welcome your friends, to welcome your loved ones to this morning's commencement ceremony. And it is my pleasure to say congratulations to you, the class of 2012. I'd like to thank the graduating class for your efforts, your determination, your academic achievements that have culminated in this special day, and to offer appreciation for the family members and the friends who have played important roles in each degree candidate's journey towards a diploma. I'd ask the graduates to pay tribute now to those friends and relatives with a round of applause. At this time, I'd also like to recognize our faculty, the individuals who have poured their time, energy, dreams, and vision into your education, individuals to whom your degree bears their imprimatur, individuals whose life and whose passion it is to pass along the gift of education and the life of the mind. I'd like to ask for our faculty to stand for a round of applause. The platform party this morning is comprised of valued members of the university community. Deans of the various colleges will be introduced later and will join in greeting the graduates of their respective colleges. At this time, I would like to introduce and ask to stand and be recognized other members of the university administration and distinguished faculty members who are here on the platform today. They are as follows: Dr. Wilsey Bishop, University Chief Operating Officer and Vice President for Health Affairs. Dr. William R. Duncan, Vice Provost for Research and Sponsored Programs. Dr. Randy Byington, Faculty Senate President. Dr. Richard Manahan, Vice President for University Advancement and the ETSU Foundation President. Dr. Patricia Van Zant, Dean of the University Libraries. Dr. David Collins, Vice President for Finance and Administration. Ms. Cheryl Burnett, our University Registrar. And finally, Dr. Alan Forsman, who carried the mace this morning. Dr. Forsman received the Distinguished Faculty Award in Teaching in 2012. Also at this time, I'd like to recognize special guests who are seated in the front to my right and ask that they please stand to be recognized. Joining us today is Ms. Laura Rogers, wife of this morning's commencement speaker, Mr. Jim Rogers. Ms. Ikra Ahmad, President of the ETSU Student Government Association, who carried the Alumni Association banner. And our First Lady, Ms. Donna Nolan. We're honored to have with us on the platform today Mr. Paul Montgomery, Regent Montgomery, and a member of the Tennessee Board of Regents who is from Kingsport. It is my pleasure to call upon Regent Montgomery to the podium to bring greetings on behalf of the Tennessee Board of Regents.
Thank you, Dr. Nolan. And let me begin by congratulating you on your first anniversary with ETSU. You've done an amazing job during your year as president. You are definitely a champion of higher education, and it's evident that you really love ETSU. And I look forward to many great things that will happen here over the next several years. Good morning, graduates. You have made one of the wisest decisions you will ever in your lifetime. By investing in higher education, you have invested in yourself and your future. Whether it took you 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, or longer for you to receive your degree, your life has changed since the very first day you stepped on this campus. Yes, your degree will help you open new doors in your career that otherwise were not possible. But consider also how the people you have met during this journey have influenced your lives. You have built friendships that will last a lifetime. Many of those people are here today, possibly seated beside you, possibly in the stands, Look around, savor every detail, and cherish this moment. This is your day. On behalf of the Tennessee Board of Regents, I extend to you a deepest congratulations and heartfelt wishes for a promising and rewarding future. Thank you, and God bless you.
Before introducing those graduating this morning, there will be a musical number presented for you. A total of 1,404 degrees are being conferred today. Honors graduates are wearing medallions on especially colored ribbons as indicated on page 30 through 32 in your program. Those wearing white ribbons are graduating cum laude, that is, having earned grade point averages of 3.5 to 3.64. Those wearing yellow ribbons are graduating magna cum laude with grade point averages of 3.65 to 3.84. And those wearing blue ribbons graduating summa cum laude with 3.85 to 4.0 GPAs. Of the baccalaureate degree recipients, 133 have attained cum laude distinction, 109 are magna cum laude graduates, and 45 have attained summa cum laude, the highest honors. One person is graduating this morning with a perfect 4.0 average. I would like to ask Bruce Cody Winiger of Kingsport, Tennessee, to stand and be recognized. We are extremely proud of our Reserve Officers Training Corps, ROTC program, here at ETSU, and of our students' commitment to service and leadership excellence. Yesterday, we commissioned 3 seniors as senior lieutenants in the United States Army, and these new officers will graduate today. Beyond their academic programs of study, these young men have pursued a very demanding program of leadership development and physical training that has prepared them to now lead our nation's sons and daughters as Army officers. Crossing the stage in dress uniform this morning will be Jake Carr and Christopher Morris. David Meade will participate in this afternoon's commencement ceremony. Mr. President, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for degrees by successfully completing curricula offered through the several colleges and schools of East Tennessee State University. They have been recommended to be awarded appropriate degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishments by all the faculties and by the following: Dr. Gordon Anderson, Dean, College of Arts and Sciences; Dr. Linda Garceau, Dean of the College of Business and Technology; Dr. Rick Osborne, Dean of the School of Continuing Studies and Academic Outreach; Dr. Hal Knight, Dean of the Claudius G. Clemmer College of Education; Dr. Rebecca Piles, Dean of the Honors College; Dr. Wendy Nearing, Dean of the College of Nursing; Dr. Randy Wyckoff, Dean of the College of Public Health; Dr. Nancy Scherer, Dean of the College of Clinical and Rehabilitative Health Sciences; Dr. Jeffrey Beck, Associate Dean of the School of Graduate Studies; Dr. Larry Calhoun, Dean of the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy; and Dr. Philip Bagnell, Dean of the James H. Quillen College of Medicine. Would candidates for doctoral degrees please rise for conferring of the degrees? The Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Education graduates will be hooded today by the chairs of their dissertation committees. The Doctor of Physical Therapy graduates were hooded last evening. President Nolan, the candidates now standing and some absent with permission have completed all requirements for these doctoral degrees. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend you confer the appropriate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, and upon recommendation of your faculty, I now confer on each of you the doctorate degree to which you are entitled, with all of the rights, privileges, amenities, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. If you will please come forward as your name is called, I will be honored to present you with your diploma.
The Doctor of Philosophy, Brandon Coy Bogle, hooded by Dr. Chris Dula. Russell Thomas Fox, hooded by Dr. Chris Dula. Helen Morris Lane, hooded by Dr. Lissy Glockler. Preston Lee Visser, hooded by Dr. Jameson Hirsch. The Doctor of Education, Gloria Friels McElroy, hooded by Dr. William Flora. Brenda Dishman Eggers, hooded by Dr. William Flora. Amy Wilder Hall, hooded by Dr. Virginia Foley. Samuel M. Hollingshead Jr., hooded by Dr. William Flora. Jason Brock Horn, hooded by Dr. Virginia Foley. Michelle Lynn Hurley, hooded by Dr. Eric Glover. Catherine Strickland, hooded by Dr. Bethany Flora. Deidre Lee Yowell, hooded by Dr. Donald Good. The Doctor of Physical Therapy, Serena Ruth Bivens. Whitney Leanne Castle. Alexandra Marie Clemson. Nathan Andrew Clemson. Matthew Tyler Douglas. Matthew Robert Dunn. Jason Hollis Ebel. David Lance Ellis. Ellen Elizabeth Ellis. Katie Elizabeth Flaughty. Scott Christopher Gates. Joshua Ryan Harris. Keely Ann Hoekstra. Rebecca Karen Johnston. Jason Daniel Jones. Corey Michelle Martin. Amanda Jade Mead. Rebecca Jane Parker. J. A. Penny. Jennifer Bush Pesterfield. Logan Kelly Russell. Stephen David Solomon. Jeffrey Cameron Stopka. Eric Stephen Thomas. Dustin Lonnie Tolley. Kayla Lynn Weinberger. Bethany Nicole Woodard. Summer Dawn Worley.
Would candidates for master's and specialist degrees please rise for the conferring of degrees? President Nolan, the candidates now standing and some absent with permission have completed all requirements for master's or specialist degrees in the School of Graduate Studies. On behalf of the graduate faculty of the university, I recommend you confer the appropriate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I now confer on each of you the master's or specialist degrees to which you are entitled, with all of the rights, privileges, amenities, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. If you'll please come forward as your name is called, I will be honored to present you with your diploma.
Jessica Winstead. Maurice Lamont Adkins. Carol Suzanne Arney. Nicholas E. Arney. George K. Beckham. Patina Marie B. Aaron Brett Clark. Anna Wills Dowell. Jessica Marie Duncan. Kemper S. Edwards. Stephen M. Efremoff. Christine A. Emmert. Eva Lauren Irvin. Tammy Marie Ferguson. Rachel Lynn Fleenor. Allison Lee Fletcher. Lauren Elizabeth Garrett. Jama McMurtry Grove. Kate Hall. Kobe Van Harper II. Brittany Renee Harrington. Lucinda R. Thomas Hartman. Mallory Leanne Howell. Xiaonan Hu. Jeffrey Clavis. Amanda Marie Lucas. Jennifer Elaine Masuris. Elizabeth Faye Miller. Teresa Michelle Miller. Casey Aaron Nash. Caitlin Brianna Neal Jones. Jacqueline Ruth Nunn. Brandy Michelle Owens. Celeste Pridemore. Douglas Reiser. Melissa Marie Sneed. Chantre Stewart. Christine M. Waxstein. Marine Sylvie Marie Vialisco. Waiwen Zhao. Jonathan Paul Brown. Laura Michelle Owens. William Kai Scott Stefanos. Rachel Lynn All. Allison Nicole Carroll. Penelope Candace Cole. Whitney Meredith Eads. Sarah Christine Jane Hammonds. Christina Hyder. Heather Brandon Lawson. Tara L. Meisner. Lisa Garber Rowland. Megan Carr. Veronica Lynn Fragoso. Ada K. Hagan. Elizabeth Marie Still. Brittany Moore. Melanie Beth Daniel. Catherine Elizabeth Holtman. Nan Zhou.
Would candidates for baccalaureate degrees please rise for the conferring of degrees? President Nolan, the candidates now standing and some absent with permission have completed all requirements for baccalaureate degrees. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend you confer the appropriate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I now confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree to which you are entitled, with all of the rights, privileges, amenities, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. If you'll please come forward as your name is called, I will be honored to present you with your diploma.
Whitney Elizabeth Adair. Jamie Eileen Adams. Samantha Louise Adkins. Jamie Nicole Amer. Jordan B. Angel, Justin Woodrow Arnold, Barbara Elizabeth Atchley, Asia Milan Avery, William Cody Ayers, Ryan B. Baisden, Andrew Cody Ball, Kayla Lynn Ball, Kimberly Ann Barker, Yvette Virawandi Baseline, Megan Elizabeth Bates, James Dustin Baxley, Catherine L. Bell, Jennifer Ann Weems, Lauren Catherine Bellamy, Stephen Brett Bigger, Derek Logan Crowthers, Matthew Eric Blevins, John David Bowen, Rebecca Ann Bragg, Jamie R. Brammer, Miette Brett Schneider, Dusty Adam Bryce, Chantel Ruth Brooks, Jessica Lynn Brown, Shannon Elise Brown, Laura Ainsley Buchanan, Elizabeth Erin Ferguson Burke, Kayla Elizabeth Bussell, Ada Q. Buxton, Kaylee Taylor Bird, Nolan Wesley Campbell, Kyle Benjamin Canup, Logan Blake Carpenter, Chad S. Carr, Jake William Carr, Ricky H. Carter, Frank Cedillo, Erica Leanne Chambliss, Amanda Brooke Charche, Kenneth Logan Childress, Laura Sue Chittum, Rebecca M. Clayman, Lindsay Michelle Klontz, Erin Denise Coker, Christian Rihanna Collins, Preston T. Collins, April Dawn Cook, Alexandra Rebecca Kaup, Brittany Danielle Taylor Cox, Kyle Everett Cuthbertson, Matthew Tyler Daniels, Jessica K. Davis, Charles Ben DeGreen III, Carol A. Davis, Ryan Nicholas Dixon, Chastity Lynn Drew, Charles M. Duggar IV. Sydney Brianna Duke. John Christopher Dunbar. Justin K. Dykes. Houston Oaks Eller. Stephanie Page Elliott. Doris Kaifa Fangon. Miriam Mary Fays. Ashley Leanne Fannin. Kelly Adele Ferguson. Cody Farrell. Justin Allen Fields. Lady Van C. Fisk Jones. S. Kyle Fleener. Laura Jane Ford. Maria Ann Fredericks. Michelle Justine Gilley. John Curtis Goad. Winona Faith Green. Heather Lynn Hagenberger. Charles Nathan Hagee. Kendra Ryan Hampton. Bradley Ray Hartzell. Julia Willingham Hawkins. Grayson John Hefner. Natalie Calloway Henry. Brian Noel Fuller. Lacey Morgan Hensley. Melissa Dawn Higgins. Travis Dean Hill. Jenny Hobbs. Darius Cedric Hose. Kimberly Jane Holdway. Christopher Holly. Robert C. Holly. Sarah Elizabeth Hollier. Weston E. Holt. Kaya L. Hudgens. Brett L. A. Hughes. Kayla Danielle Hughes. Savannah Bonaire Human. Benjamin Caleb Hunt. Frank Lester James. Misty Rose Jeffers. Brianna Page Jennings. Brooke Logan Jennings. Betsy Carol Johnson. Christian Mark Johnson. Dustin V. Johnson. Caitlin Nicole Johnson. Morgan Jones. Don A. Keenan. Michael Adam King. Sarah Elizabeth Kinsler. Joshua Andrew Kindle. Kimberly Dawn Knight. John Gamaliel Colley. Alexander Ryan Cooney. Angela Leanne Markland. April Suzanne Webb Kusenda. Candace Cadian Maureen Lang. Zachary Kyle Langston. Cassie Pitts Lawson. Rebecca Ann Leonard. Kurt Matthew Lipsius. Kara Inga Little. Alexander N. Long. Emily Rachel Lowe. Elisa Leanne Litton. Amber Dawn Mahan. Shawnee D. Malone. Shelby Lynn Manning. Rachel Lee Martin. Rachel Elizabeth Matheson. Emily Jane Mayberry. Joshua Lewis McCann. Mary Margaret McClellan. Meredith Ray McCook. Jason Dale Parker McCoy. Michelle Laurette Meggs. Ryan Miklasovic. Christopher Todd Miller. Charles J. Millsaps. Vanessa Woods Mink. Grant Mitchell. Courtney Caroline Moeller. Bernadette Ann Monaco. Adam James Moore. Jennifer Hope Morgan. Chelsea Brianna Morrison. Emeka Elijah Moses. Ryan A. Mullins. Justin David Munchenberg. David Aaron Murphy. Brianne Celeste Murray. Matthew Ryan Neese. Jessie Joanne Nutter. Emily Kristen Campbell. Jordan L. Osborne. Leah R. Parks. Marguerite Ann Paris. Mary Elizabeth Patterson. April Patton. Kristen Nicole Payne. Michael Payne Jr. Noah Francis Peace. Brittany D. Pelfrey. Carolina Teal Pierce. Aaron Ross Ponder. James Cody Powell. Ronnie Jean Presley. Mark T. Reagan Jr. Kevin Marshall Rakestraw. Miles Christopher Ratliff. Justin Tyler Ray. Anna Ruth Reddick. Grace Reff. Samantha Renee Rudy. Jordan Elizabeth Richards. Kelly Marie Robinette. Rachel Danielle Roden. Rebecca Marie Rowland. Natalie Rebecca Rucker. Mary Ellen Rutemeyer. William Evan Sams. Amy Lynn Sorota. Ejagayu Damto Shebeshi. Ashley Marie Marks. Justin Lawrence Shelton. Corey Laban Sanders. Derek Trey Sherfy. Amber Faith Chenault. Catherine Cleo Smith. Kimberly Yvette Smith. Megan K. Smith. Cody Sohm. Jessica S. Sousa. Heather Marie Spontak. Leanne Stanger Nelson. Sarah Faye Elizabeth Stanley. Rebecca Steele. Sydney Morgan Strahan. Ethan W. Street. Joshua Sullins. Heather Briggs Sweeney. Ricardo Tapia Mosqueda. Alec Cole Tarrant. Amy Marie Thomas. Brody Allen Thomas. Jacob Austin Thomas. Tina Marie Kreider Tinsman. Sarah Kate Travis. John Vaughn. Mercedes Vaughn. Diana Marcela Velasco. Caitlin Waldrop. Kristen Elizabeth Walker. Scott Dwayne Weatherman. Devin Wilson White. Tyler Whitley. Letitia Wilcox. Cassandra LeRae Williams. Haley Brooke Williams. Monica Cecilia June Williams. Casey D. Wilson. Bruce Cody Weiniger. Nicholas Byington Winstead. Sherry Thomas Tinney Wolf. Cody Scott Yaks. Titus Kardikar Young. Darcy A. Fultz Jackson. Cody Weston Atkins. Laura Caitlin Bailey. Matthew Corey Baker. Chase Taylor Barham. Kayla Nicole Bell. Amber Jean Bergendahl. Jessica L. Bernardini. Stephanie Michelle Blaine. Alicia Leanne Blevins. Corey David Blevins. Jack Ray Blevins. Gabriel Brooks. Rebecca Michelle Brummett. Jennifer Michelle Carpenter. Brittany Nicole Carter. Kendra Ann Clevenger. Brian M. Klaus. Laura Emel Coe. Xavier Alexis Colazzo. Jamie Danielle Collins. Caroline Elizabeth Crenshaw. Angela M. Cross. Michael Renee Dantzler. Kelly April Dunn. Kimberly Brooke Dyer. Jacqueline Autumn Edwards. Amanda Lynn Elliott. Shelby Charlotte Erickson. Cassandra Leanne Fletcher Savage. Laura Caitlin Gilly. Gregory Allen Glover Jr. Ashley Danielle Gobble. Daniel Arturo Gonzalez. Terry Griffin. Stacy M. Gwynn. Jesse Reed Hamilton. Dana Marie Hammett. Benjamin W. Harden. Lee Christine Henson. Colleen D. Howell. Paige Elena Huff. Jacob Isaac Jones. Amy Rebecca Jordan. David Scott Joyner Jr. Sarah Teresa Kenny. Shauna Noel Kendall. Tiffany Tennille Kyle. Hillary Caitlin Laughlin. Amy Danielle Maiden. Kristen McKay Marlowe. Yui Matsumoto. Terrence Nicholas Maxwell. Holly N. McCamus. Brittany Danielle Metcalf. Jennifer Nicole Miller. Brent Michael Markle. Caitlin Michelle Morgan. Meredith Parker. Jenna Jo Rader. Jamia Rashay Irene Rice. Kristen Rogers. Mary Elizabeth Royster. Megan Marie Satterfield. Amanda Ronay Shelton. Laura Rice Shelton. Kelly Ray Short. Megan Brooke Sizemore. Laura Elizabeth Smith. Yolanda Faye Stedman. Corey Anna Stein. Lindsay Marie Stinnett. Candace Austin Sullins. Christy Ann Sutton. Christian A. Everett Taylor. Andrea Lene Tinsman. Lee Beth Towell. Joanna Faith Tuttle. Hadessa Grace Vaughn. Caitlin Brooke Wallace. Donna Sullins Weatherman. Amanda Nicole Wedemeyer. Ashley Ray Wells. Lindsay Paige Wetzel. Melissa Ann Whitehead. Sarah Michelle Whitted. Sharon Rose Wiggins. Elizabeth Bryant Williams. Matthew Brian Williams. Kenneth E. Wu. Courtney Elise Weichel. Sabrina Lee Compton. Deborah Pierce Newman. John Walford Roy III. Erica Kelsey Turner. Lawrence Paul Wadham. Sarah Patricia White.
I'd like to take a moment and ask each of you to recognize the accomplishments, the achievements, and the dreams realized of our graduates. Congratulations. I would like to thank Dr. Marshall, Dr. Zembauer, Mr. McMorrin, the 10 Bucksworth, and the ETSU Wind Ensemble for our music. I would also like to thank Mr. Fred Sauceman, Executive Assistant to the President for University Relations, for so flawlessly announcing each of the graduates' names. The audience is requested to stand and join in the singing of the Alma Mater to be accompanied by the 10 Bucksworth and the ETSU Wind Ensemble. Please remain standing for the recessional march. We respectfully request that you not come to the arena floor until the ceremony is concluded. Graduates, before we depart, before you depart from this institution, I leave you with a challenge. Remember how this feels. Remember how it feels to receive your degree. Reach out to a neighbor or a friend over the holidays. Talk to them about the lessons that you learned at this institution. Encourage one individual to enroll in college in the spring or in the upcoming fall. Through that small act of encouragement, you will transform a life. In closing, may today be a new beginning for you, a new journey, a great adventure, and a life well lived with purpose. Will you always remember this day and celebrate these memories that shall last a lifetime? On behalf of the ETSU family, I wish each of you success in achieving your goals, no matter what path you may take. Thank you, and go Bucks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present the East Tennessee State University class of 2012.